Okay, here we are with a 1924 Wood Yacht. Francisco doing a little bit of work on here. Some of the repairs that we're doing to the deck. This is the side deck. Sanding that down right now after we had filled it in with West System or the West System fairing compound. You can see part of the deck that we're getting ready to do a little bit of a paint and sand. So we'll mix them together and get ourselves a non-skid deck portion here and try and match that up with the rest of the deck that didn't need repair. As you can see, this whole boat, they need maintenance, they need repair. It takes time and effort. That's what it takes. A lot of noise, I know, but now you got to get that in and just sand it down. Now, we don't have to get this completely smooth and clean because we're going to be putting a coat over the top of it. Here's a quick look at a little bit of the paint on there with some sand, with silica, and then the portion there. So basically, just roll the paint on there. Get a nice and liberal amount of paint. And roll it on there. See how I'm doing it? Real easy. I hope you can see it all this way, holding the camera. So we haven't made enough or anything to pay a camera person yet. Alright, so there, and then you get the sand. And just sprinkle the sand on like that. And once I get somebody else to do some filming, we'll show you a little bit better. That's pretty simple. Let's take a look at what we've got here. The non-skid, still a work in progress. And you can see here that it's got that sand on the very top. And working through getting this just kind of set up, and we'll be doing a couple more coats on this, and we'll be adding some coarser sand to this as well to get a little bit rougher edge on the non-skid. Okay, so had some help with sanding all the sides of the pilot house here, and then down below again, just takes a lot of elbow grease and work, preparation. Then what we'll be doing is putting on some Cetol marine finish up there, all along that deck house up above there. We're also going to do it on the upper rail as well once we get that sanded. You're going to need a ladder access to that, but this has all been prepped, as you can see, all down the side there. And again, some sanding here on the side of the boat here, getting that nice and smooth, getting that ready for painting. And that was the whole section there that we took out and redid. So that's what happens. You gotta keep maintaining these older boats. It takes time, effort, and elbow grease. Here we see the decks that have that textured non-skid surface on it, where we paint it, put the sand on, paint over it again to get that surface. And we'll continue to do another coat to match it up perfectly. And you can walk on it now too. It's looking better than it did before. And those are patches that are underneath there as well. Then we look at the Cetol finish that we put on the pilot house. The nice look that gives, that rustic look that it gives for this particular pilot house. The Cetol is different than a traditional varnish. I think it's, for me, seems easier to apply and to maintain. Look at that shine up there. We come back over here on the port side. And we see that got that decking where we did the repair right there. Pulled it all up, replaced it, used the West System resin mat and some fairing compound to get that completed. Looks great.